Welcome back to YouTube, to our channel, and here I'm going to show you how to change an axle on a Polaris RZR. We were having fun and stuff, and well, I made the mistake of letting my dad drive it, and he toppled this thing over, split the axle, and bent the radius bar on, you can see there. So, we're going to show you how to fix it. Funny thing is, my dad said this was all a pre-planned underside inspection, but I don't think it was that. And then when he saw the broken axle, he said, no wonder it tipped over, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it before. I was really impressed on how it handled with just one axle. It drove like nothing happened. It was like Monty Python's Black Knight, just a flesh wound. The first thing you're going to have to do is remove the broken axle from the transmission, as you can see here.
Hi, I'm Nate the Tool Guy. I'm going to step in sometimes and show you what tools to use.
You're going to have to jack it up before you remove the wheel. You can do it yourself, but why don't you have your little brother do it? Or your little sister. Once you've got your wheels off, it gives a good opportunity to swap them out, so you can get some new bite out of your knobbies. You never want to rely just on a jack. I've seen jacks come down on people and it ain't pretty, so always back it up with a jack stand. Thanks, Nate.
Welcome!
You're gonna have to remove the swing arm support to pull all this other stuff apart. A lot of guys like to use a gear puller and a slide hammer like this to get that axle out. But you can watch more YouTube videos on that. I'm not gonna make another one of those. For my method, I like to use a 45.
Nice shot, Daniel.
Wait, hold up. Is that the cops?
This video wasn't about using basic hand tools, so we took a few liberties.
Daniel! What is this?
Deep strokes.
Of course it's raining now, but my dad says working in the rain is good for your gizzards, so here we are. So you can see that this stock radius arm is a lot thinner than this one that I got at Super ATV. This is what you need to protect your axle next time you let your dad drive. For the same amount of V-Bucks that you can get this, for the same price you could get one set of these from Polaris. You could get two sets of these from Super ATV. So now we can protect both axles with this beefer radius arm. At this point, when you got the radius arm off, you have to remove the axle from the hub down there.
Turns out my dad isn't very good at making videos either. It's been a year now and he's lost the axle change video. We put in some footage from one of our other videos to fill in the blanks. Fortunately, it's pretty intuitive. If you're unable to figure it out, you might want to get someone more qualified, like us, to do the work for you. Then you take the axle nut off. Now you take this nut off. Then get these two washers out. Pull the brake caliper off with these two bolts. Then you're gonna work the disc off.
We went with the Rhino 2.0, and you can see it's a little bit beefier than the original. It had great reviews, and it was less expensive. Again.
A lot of guys like to use anti-seize lube on these splines. but I prefer to use moly grease instead. Take the new axle and line the splines up. Then you're just gonna tap it on in with a dead blow hammer. Don't forget to lube this end up. You're gonna put the axle back into the hub, and now it's time to grease the wheel bearing. Lube up the O-rings on this bearing grease tool. You slide this over the axle, and then get your grease gun on it. Now you put the disc and the brake caliper back on. Don't forget your Loctite on these bolts. These two washers, make sure you have the concave side facing in. Always torque to spec. Fortunately, since I've been doing this so long, I have a calibrated elbow. Always use a new cotter pin. After we showed our dad how to do it, we had him do the other side. I think it's important to let him be involved in some of my projects. Sure, it makes the job take longer, but it gives him a sense of accomplishment and gets him away from the video games. Even if I have to re-torque everything after he's done. You don't need to replace the axle if you want to upgrade to these radius arms, as you can see here we did on the left side. I'm Daniel from the Blockhead Boys. Thanks for watching this axle and radius arm change. I'm just a working man trying to earn money for college. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It would be a shame to waste this beautiful mind just because we were 1 subscriber short. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.